You suck at dodging? What if I told you you didn't have to? Hey, what's up guys? My name is Blossoms and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. And today we are taking a look at a team comp that I've just been enjoying these past few days. I've been relaxing a little bit, playing some casual Genshin after my little vacation, but I am back and got a couple of really sweet videos to show you guys. Starting off with this one with the freeze comp that I have been enjoying. I personally haven't used a lot of freeze comps in Genshin Impact, but ever since Rosaria came out, I really wanted to give one a try, and I also did get that C2 Chongyun, so I wanted to give that a try, and I've got to tell you, it is a blast to just not have your enemies move and you just destroy them. It is really, really fun, and I'm really excited to show off this team comp with you. Don't worry, I'm also going to be showing off some different characters you can use to also have an effective freeze comp yourself, so do keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's go ahead and pop into the video. So first off, I'm going to briefly go over some of the kits here. The artifacts don't really change too much with freeze comps. You can kind of build any one of these characters how you would normally build them. Now, I will say with one stipulation, if you are running a freeze comp, that does allow you to run the 4-piece cryo set, as that is going to help you a lot to go ahead and get some free crit rate. And then you can go ahead and do something like focus on crit damage. I know I don't have a crit damage helmet on, but I don't have a cryo crit damage circlet. I've been trying, I just can't get one, so I just got crit rate through the roof, which is also fun. Especially on Rosaria, since she bestows some crit rate, but that's not the point. What I'm saying is one of your main DPS is probably going to want to have the 4-piece Blizzard Strayer here, just because you're getting so much free crit rate, especially if you have 2 cryo units on the team. You get extra free crit rate. It is just so fun. You will always be critting on those frozen enemies. Now, another thing I wanted to say is that you really do need some good hydro application. Somebody like Xingqiu and Tartaglia are going to be your best options, likely. You could utilize somebody like Barbara. I don't think she's the best, but if you don't have Xingqiu, she could be a good substitute, providing that good support as well as applying hydro. Now, Mona will also work. I don't have Mona, so I haven't really been able to test her out, but Mona is also pretty good at applying hydro, especially since her normal attacks are hydro oriented, so that's pretty nice. And typically the way I've been playing this team is to go ahead and utilize Rosaria and Tartaglia as my main DPS and just have Chongyun and Xingqiu as supports to continually keep up that cryo application. It is really fun, and you can kind of just do whatever you want. Now, the reason I kind of wanted to use this is because we did have a really good permafreeze team, or combo I should say, of Chongyun and Xingqiu before. However, the problem was that Chongyun always caused the Shatter, which would eliminate the freeze proc, which was good because Shatter does damage in itself, but if you wanted to keep him frozen, then it was bad, and your only options were to either really use Ganyu, like a bow user, or Diona, another bow user, or you had to use Kaya, and although Kaya is not a bad unit, I just don't really like his normal attack that much. Now with the Rosaria, that has changed up quite a bit. I really enjoy her normal attack pattern, and her skills are really fun to use, and they apply cryo really well. So all that on top is just allowing us to apply as much cryo as we could possibly want, and to keep that freeze up as long as we want. Now, there is one other combination here I do want to mention that I typically like to switch between in this particular setup. I will usually do something like keeping Xingqiu, Chongyun, and Rosaria, and sometimes I'll pop on Hu Tao here just for a big melt proc every now and then, and that feels really fun as well. So if that's something that interests you, that could be something you would want to do as well. It does kind of hurt a little bit of your hydro application, as Xingqiu is very good at applying hydro, but having Tartaglia there to support that hydro application whenever Xingqiu cannot is really useful, especially since he just does so much like AoE hydro. It's really nice. Alright, I'll quit yapping, and I'll go ahead and show you guys some of the fun stuff you can do with this. I would say this team is a little bit more for kind of open world or ad-oriented environments, as freezing bosses doesn't really work. They don't stand still like your normal ads do. And here's going to be our first example here. Get some Tartaglia action here, maybe a little Xingqiu proc. And then you can just get Chongyun out and keep things frozen. If you want, you could extend your little circle here with Rosaria, which really does help. Nicest thing about Xingqiu here is that his little swords that dance around you do apply hydro every now and then. Same will be for Barbara, as her E skill there does also apply hydro. And you see here, we're just having no problems keeping up all of these guys frozen. They can't even do anything. You can just kind of keep him frozen, then go to the next one, keep him frozen. They really haven't even had the opportunity to damage us, and that's why this can be so fun, is you just kind of make the ads irrelevant. You're just doing damage, and I've been really enjoying it. I've got to say, if you have not tried a freeze comp like me, like I've done a couple freeze comps, but I never really spent some time with it like I have now, and I gotta say, they are just super fun, and I highly recommend them. One of the other nice things about this is that it does work on some of the big boy enemies. Now, when I said bosses earlier, I meant most of the world bosses, and but these guys, like the big boys here that are super aggressive, you can also just you can keep them frozen forever, and then you never have to worry about them dealing damage. So that's pretty fun as well. I also really like just the amount of energy you get from having this. One of the nice things about having 2 Hydro units is that Shinsho is going to be doing more healing because of the Hydro Resonance bonus, and that really does help out there, so you don't have to worry about healing yourself as much, especially since nothing is really moving that you're fighting. As you see, that guy didn't even really get a chance to play the game like we are, so here we are, just kind of keeping things frozen. And I've got to say, this has probably been one of my favorite things about Rosaria, is that her kit is super fun and it's really good at applying cryo. So coming up with a team comp like this has just been a blast. Because her Q here especially provides a little bit of cryo just every so often that is a little bit more consistent than some of the other units we've had. So having her paired with somebody like Chongyun who can go ahead and drop that E down, and then you can go ahead and just get some more cryo shots in, is really fun. One more thing I forgot to mention is you're likely going to want a cryo damage bonus on Rosaria, or this kind of team comp specifically, as obviously if you're in Chongyun's circle, he's going to enchant your weapon there, which is going to make you do cryo damage, so you're going to want a cryo goblet, as otherwise you're just going to be gimping your damage. So something like this is likely going to be the best choice for you. Alright, one more place that you can count on this team being pretty darn good in is Abyss in general. Right now there are a lot of cryo enemies in Abyss though, so it's kind of hard to say that that's really a good plan at the moment, but I'm sure future Abyss, where we have a ton of like little ads like this room in particular, is going to be really good. Now I will let you know, I did do the previous floor before this one. This is 10 Chamber 2 for those of you paying attention, and Chamber 10, or Chamber 1, Floor 9, is pretty much all cryo on the first floor, and I actually crushed it with this team. I still got 3 stars on that floor, so that can tell you, even without being able to freeze the cryo enemies that are all in that room, you can still do pretty darn well, and you can do even better when you can actually freeze them. Now, hopefully that gave you guys a good idea of just how fun a freeze comp can be. I've been really enjoying it, and I do plan to keep using this in the future as an option, as when you have a bunch of ads and they're all just frozen and can't do anything, it is a ton of fun to just sit there and see them not be able to move, and you just wailing all your damage into them. As I said, really enjoying it. Hope you guys did as well, and don't worry, I got a couple more videos coming out for you this week that are in the works. I think they're going to be pretty helpful, and also we are going to be having some 1.5 news this weekend, so that's also going to be amazing, and I'm really excited for that. So stay tuned on the channel if you want to see more about those. Definitely going to give my thoughts on whatever they reveal, confirming or denying some of the leaks that we have seen so far. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. My name's Blossoms, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.